welcome back to Monday Night Live. We are so extremely excited to present episode number 2 of the Self Mastery series.
Yes.
Hope you are, yes. We hope you're having an amazing day so far and wanted to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here with us. So this week was absolutely amazing. So thank you all that participated. There are people here in this group that are really growing and changing their lives, and they have set such huge dreams and some really great takeaways.
And we have so much to celebrate too, guys. So we have our winner from the episode 1 challenge. And because you guys are here with us from the beginning, we're going to go big, right? We're going to go so big so that you guys can get the absolute most from this series. We're going to give away not one, but 2 of the episode 1 challenge prizes. Two guys, two on-one coaching sessions to 2 amazing people who participated in the challenge, along with this microphone that I got. So the winners are, and a little drum roll, please. Right? Carol Nichols and Nathaniel Delorme.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations, guys. Awesome videos and commenting and supporting each other throughout your posts. Awesome.
Yes, I am so excited. And just wait until you hear what episode 2's prize is. So there are some really big takeaways from episode 1 that showed up over and over again. And the biggest takeaway from this video is dreaming big. You explained it, yes, so clearly. And it's just basically saying setting bigger goals, unrealistic goals to grow more as a person. Don't be afraid to dream big. Wow. I never really realized that from setting smaller, safe goals, I'm actually not going to have the energy, the drive, the motivation to create the goals I want or to create the dreams that I want.
And that's one of our core beliefs, right? When you live in this state of awareness and you really master that, then all of a sudden you start learning the lessons that get you to where you want to go in your life, right? And so I think episode 1 was this awesome start to the Self Mastery series. It really was, guys.
Yes. So now here's our challenge for you. Keep it. If you make sure to show up to the live videos each week, they will be game changing for you and your life. Make sure you're doing all the assignments. Remember, these exercises are going to inspire you. And they're going to start to actually change you, all of these exercises, right? So it's what's going to start to get these wheels turning and moving in the direction of your dreams. So let's keep the momentum going. Life's going to challenge everybody, and this week it's going to show up.
That's right. That's how life works. Whenever we start to change our life, something shows up and says, hey, are you sure about that? Hey, are you for real out there? So you guys watching this, are you for real? And so what we want to make sure is to stay consistent. So that's what today's all about. So episode 2 of the Self Mastery series is mastering the art of emotional focus. So what does that mean? So a big mistake that we see a lot of people make is that they focus a lot on what they don't want, right? Instead of what they really actually want. And I'll give you some examples here in just a couple minutes. But think about last week in episode 1. So when you set a big dream and a big goal, for some of you, you notice something happen inside of you, right? You actually start to feel it. At least for me, when I set my big dreams and my big goals, I start to notice this physiological change in my body, right? When I started to focus on that, wow, it actually makes me feel excited, right? It makes me start to think, well, what could be? What can I really create? And what is it that I really, really want? So have you ever felt in your life that you're just dissatisfied in some way, shape, or form, right? So you know you're meant to be in a certain place in your life. You want to grow, you want to change, and you want to expand. But it feels like the only thing that tends to come up is I just don't want to be in this spot anymore. I don't want to be in my business to feel this way. I just don't want to feel that anymore. And so I don't want to be stuck anymore, right? And this dissatisfaction is a gem.
Mhm.
And it can be a gem if you use it instead of getting used by it. And we've noticed that most people are so used by dissatisfaction. All right. And you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean? There's a lot of what does that mean in this presentation. So, where they don't want to be takes over their life, right? It makes them feel like I just am so sick of this. Have you guys ever felt that? That's the energy that takes over and uses you.
Absolutely. Ugh. Wow. Yes. And
It's horrible.
I know. And I mean, it's good to be dissatisfied with some things, right? And want to create change. But first, what we really need to do is replace the dissatisfaction with a target. So we need to replace this dissatisfaction with where we're going. Otherwise, we're going to notice that we go down a dark, dark path. So let us know in the comments if in the past you've ever set a big goal and or set a big dream and set a really, really, really big goal, but you're super excited about it. But then there's just like this little piece of you, like back here, and type yes in the comments below if you can relate to this. So you're setting this big vision for yourself. I'm gonna go for this. I want this incredible dream. And then there's just like this voice back there that it's like, yeah, but that's never gonna happen. So, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just that
Oh, yeah.
little voice, right? That you can barely hear, but it's just like it's never gonna work. Yes, I want this. Yes, I want to go for this, but there's just that little voice that's like, yeah, you can't have that. And guess what? That makes you normal. Okay, that makes you a human being because everyone has something called the unconscious. Everyone. There's no one who's like X'd out of this. Everyone does. And so everyone has an unconscious mind, right? And the unconscious mind's job is to keep you safe, to protect you from pain. Okay. So you have to remember that this brain of ours is a survival mechanism. So at any time it's not looking to make you happy. Okay. It's not looking to make you thrive. It's looking for it's looking to protect you from anything that's going to cause pain, right? So that's what its job is. So this is why you love that certainty, right? So much because you can avoid any pain, and then you can gain pleasure as long as you're certain and you're safe.
Yeah. So let's think about where that came from, right? This 2 million-year-old brain was on a different level
Yep.
millions and millions of years ago, right?
Time ago.
You were not worried about starting a business. You were not worried about having enough money. You were worried about a terrifying freaking monster hiding in the bushes that was going to eat your daughter, right? Right there on the spot. That's what you were worried about 2 million years ago. Survival, people. That's what you were worried about. We don't have the same threats today,
No, we don't. Not at all.
but we still have the same mind.
Which is crazy, right? Because you think like there are no more
would change.
saber-toothed tigers running around, but I mean the mind is still the same. So what happens is we relate these deep, insane fears to changing our life the exact same way as we used to with a monster attack. Okay, so meaning when you start to think about changing your life and creating this life that you really, really want, a business around you, a business that is all around your purpose and passion, it's actually easy for you to be negative about it. So, in fact, your brain's setting is to be negative because your mind's job is to look for what you don't want. It looks for things that potentially cause you harm. So, it is protecting you from pain. I mean, that's its job, right?
So let's think about it again. It naturally wants to go to focusing on what's wrong because it puts up those guards, right? Puts up those walls. And
Yep.
it says, I'm going to guard myself and protect myself from all of that. But in the world of success, right? Can you ever become successful by protecting yourself only? No, you have to take some risks. And I'm not saying take an uncalculated risk, right? Just throw it all in and just go for it, right? But you need to focus on where you want to go. And we need to be able to recondition this part of the mind, this unconscious part of the mind. So you have to step outside of your program comfort zone in order to reach success.